Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you've been following the channel, you know about a month and a half ago I interviewed Cade Powers and Lazarus Change. Well, today I've got two more fellas here by the house, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And just like it was when Cade and Lazarus were here, I'm just here to look pretty. I'm asking the questions and letting them do the majority of the talking. So fellas, y'all go ahead and introduce yourself.
Anthony Black.
Trent Harrell.
Southern Saviors.
Now, these guys are a tag team at SWA, and they're a tag team at All-Star Wrestling. Have you guys tagged up anywhere else yet besides those places?
Friday Night War.
Yeah, Friday Night Wars. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys know each other before wrestling, or did y'all just meet each other because of wrestling?
That's the funny part. I didn't know this dude at all. We was working at David Garrison's show at Tap.
Yeah, Tap.
For the
Karen's Hands
the
Ministries.
Karen Hands Ministries Toy Bash or whatever it was. Walked into the locker room. This guy was like, "Hey, you want to do a tag team? Why not? Let's do it." And then ever since then, just started.
That was back in November.
Yeah,
I think.
Now, both of y'all explain to the people who got y'all in the wrestling business and what made y'all get into the wrestling business. Go ahead, Trent.
Well, my dad was a wrestler back in the 90s. I've always loved it. Every Monday night we watched Nitro. Fast forward many years later, and my wife got in contact with a guy by the name of Drox, who you guys are familiar with, and he actually got me started down at Graybell here in Royston, working for Jake Sanders, and that was 7 years ago now.
Well, mine was. Let's see. I've been around wrestling all my life, but I started training when I was like 13, 12, something like that. And the guy who trained me was a guy out of South Carolina, which was Scotty Scorpio, Charlie Colt, Charlie Harvey. He's probably going to shoot me for throwing his real name out there. And Chris Vaughn. Let's see, I've been almost 13 years now. I've been wrestling. But some of the other people I don't give props to because I kind of burnt bridges with them. And actually, I didn't burn bridges with them. They burnt bridges with me. Because I was working for this company out of South Carolina for like 9 years. And I working like 5 matches a night. And I basically got crapped on. So I won't speak of APW in Bowling Springs.
Now, you guys, anybody that's watching this video will know, if you follow SWA, these guys recently lost the SWA tag team titles back on July the 10th. So I'm sure that they're going to try their best to get their tag team titles back in the future. But hopefully they can stick together as a tag team long enough to do that. Because I know these guys want to be like the Usos, and they want to be multiple time tag team champions. But do you guys have any words you would like to say to any tag teams you may face in the future?
Well, Northside's one of them because there's some big plans coming up, and we're not going to mention that right now. But they need to be on the lookout.
Nothing for the tag team champions that you lost your belts to?
Oh, they're going to get it.
Hey, they'll get theirs tonight. One way or another.
Well, we wanted everybody to see these guys, so just like with Cade and Lazarus, you can put a face with the name, so the next time you hear a video about SWA and you hear the name of Anthony Black or you hear the name Trent Harrell, then you'll know exactly who we are talking about. I try my best to get everybody to come by the house so that over time you'll get to meet all the wrestlers that I see on a weekly basis at SWA or All-Star Wrestling or any other promotion. Now let me ask y'all this. I've been asked to do, on my YouTube video, on a top 10 countdown, I have been asked to do top 10 best all-time wrestling matches. Now I have not done it yet because it's going to take a lot of research because I've been watching wrestling for many years and I don't just watch one promotion, I watch them all. Now I know if I had a number one right now, my number one all-time match would be 1987 WrestleMania 3 Macho Man against Ricky Steamboat. Best match I've ever seen. But I got to find 9 more. If you guys had to pick the best all-time wrestling match, what would it be that you've seen? Any company, anytime.
Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, I think back in the NWA. I don't remember what year, but that was an awesome match.
Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. What about you?
It was in a cage match.
I say Roddy Piper and Greg Valentine. I think it's Starcade 83 or 84, and dog collar match.
I'm going to sound really weird. I have never seen that match.
Really?
I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Because it's hard to do because some people have only watched wrestling for a certain amount of time or they only watch one company. I watch all wrestling from any time, so it's hard to narrow it down to just the 10 matches.
I have to say my fifth on the list would have to be Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, and when they did the farewell for Ric Flair at WrestleMania, what was it?
24.
Was it 24?
I think so.
Yeah, that was
And there won't be any or many modern day matches on there because most modern day matches are spot fest, and I like watching wrestling more. So it's going to be mainly older stuff. But I've never seen a match that was better than Macho Man against Ricky Steamboat from '87.
I think the first ladder match in WWE was one of the good ones.
Yeah.
All the Dudleys, the Edge and Christian, and the Hardys. Yeah, that was a good one too.
I just want to get you guys' opinion, see if y'all agreed with me about what you think your all-time, whether you enjoyed the match or liked the guys in the match. It was just a good wrestling match with good storytelling, which is what wrestling is supposed to be about. And Macho Man and Ricky Steamboat, to me, was a phenomenal match. Now, before we get off of here, do you guys have any final words for anybody in wrestling that you would like to say?
Caden Lazarus better watch their backs. And I know this is still about a month and a half out, but everybody be at Graybell at All-Star Wrestling September 4th. Because that is a stacked card, and it's going to be amazing.
Stacked card. I know if you do not follow the All-Star Wrestling Facebook page, you should.
You have Gangrel coming in. You have
Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Alexander Hammerstone, Myron Reed.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of
them coming in. It's going to be
And if you do not follow the All-Star Wrestling YouTube page, you should do that as well. It's All-Star Wrestling 1681. Hopefully, if all goes as planned, I've got some more special guests that'll be coming by the house coming up here in the next couple of weeks to talk about the Graybell Show coming up on the 4th of September. But I wanted these guys to come by and introduce themselves. And we should all feel bad for Anthony because if you're watching this video and you're also a football fan, this guy's a Gamecock fan.
You're a Clemson fan.
So we should all feel bad for this guy and have sympathy for this guy because he pulls for the Gamecocks. And football is right around the corner, and we all know the Gamecocks suck. But that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them.